What is good, everyone? Ozymandias here. Surprisingly, it's just me and Mark today. Why? Because
hoping for Brian to get here.
hoping for Brian to join in. Junior is currently using his PTO time wisely, of course.
Yes, well deserved.
Well deserved PTO time for JB. Eunice is still being out in Hollywood currently. Shout out to Eunice in LA, filming and stuff. Hopefully he could get back home safe soon because he's running out of PTO time.
He's out. He's
out completely.
He needs to put in OT to get some hours back.
I don't know how he's gonna work that out, but that's a concern that I'm sure our human resources department, aka Mark, who is here with me today,
hello,
will be helping out and sorting out what to do with Eunice, because I don't even know what to do with him anymore. So yeah, guys. So the docket today is exactly what you expect. We don't know.
We have nothing to talk about.
We're taking a page out of Seinfeld today, and I'd like to start off with saying that the Lakers need better doctors on their team. This is going to turn into a bit of a basketball pod for a bit here. As a Laker fan, I don't know what to say when it comes to the decision making that was made last night that allowed AD to play.
I think it was just him saying, you know what, like, we're up against it right now. They can't win without me. Like, and LeBron also was probably like, hey, I mean, if you want, you know, like, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Like, dude, and also, like, the other thing is, like, yo, like, you're getting known for this now, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's getting known to be injured. Charles Barkley calls him street clothes. Like, and he's always in street clothes because he's always injured. And it's like, at some point, you have to start looking at what you're doing to prepare for a long season and say, you know what, let me start doing things differently and taking things a little bit more seriously and see how my body reacts.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like he doesn't do anything. Like I'm sure he shoots and practices and shit like that. But like, in terms of like strength training, like I want him spending $1 million on his body like LeBron does every offseason.
Oh yeah, like I expected these guys to do the same.
If you're a superstar, that's what you should be doing to have your longevity, man. Like, that's why LeBron is, like, in terms of longevity, he is one of probably the best athlete of all time.
Dude is the Honda Civic of the NBA, bro. He does not let up.
Like, and I have to give him props for that. He's still not the GOAT for me. But but you have to give him props. In terms of longevity, he's the best. Just if you're looking at it solely from that, yes.
And endurance.
Endurance, yes.
Yeah, 100% there. It is just ridiculous.
Like, that's what you should be like, that's what you can be doing. Why wouldn't you do that? It's so worth it. Like,
because he wants to chill and play GTA Online.
Exactly. Yeah. He's playing GTA Online and streaming. I'm like, bro, oh my God. Actually, it's so funny. I saw him streaming with another streamer that I watched.
Yeah.
His name is Swag. They were playing Warzone. And you just hear him, you hear AD munching on chips the entire time. Like he said,
you just hear the crunching.
Him fucking eating Ruffles and shit. And the commercials.
Product placement.
Yeah, product placement. But dude, he's literally not stop eating, and nobody says anything. I'm like, yo, AD, just mute your mic. Like, I don't want to hear you munching on snacks right now, bro.
He needs to be munching on
crunching, bro. Dude, you munch on some fucking weights, boy. Get your body right. See really, a doctor.
For real, yeah. Like, so shout out to Supreme Dream, bro, with that amazing skit.
Hilarious.
That really lifted the spirits for me because legit, I feel that this season has been so grueling for the Lakers solely because they never really got to play all together healthy.
Yeah, so I mean, same with my team. I mean, like, injury prone or injury riddled season, like, or COVID. You know, like Marcus Smart had COVID. Evan Fournier, when we got him, he got COVID. Then Jaylen Brown missing the entire postseason. Then Jason Tatum was in and out with stuff, and Kemba Walker was in and out. Marcus Smart, before he even got COVID, he was out for like a month or two.
With what?
With some kind of injury to his knee or something. I can't remember. But like, it was insane. Like, I'm like, why you guys get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars? You're telling me, and that's just from your contract. Like, you're getting more money from sponsors too. Like,
of course, yeah.
It's like, use some of this money to invest in your body. Like, I don't know, like, why. Look, when I heard that LeBron invests $1 million in his body every year.
Yeah, JB told me that. I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, he does. And when I heard that, I was like, that is actually really fucking smart.
And is necessary.
Like, why is this a big... But then I'm like, wait, why is this a big deal, though? Shouldn't all the athletes be doing this? Like all the major athletes who can afford to do this? I'm not saying every, like a bench player, like, I'm investing my entire contract into my body.
Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, exactly. Not investing his whole career earnings into his body. No, like, you know what I mean? But like, it's like, if you're a superstar, yes,
exactly.
If you're getting paid that money, yes, do it.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you, man? It's like, I guess it's dedication. You have to be really super stupidly dedicated to the game.
And I don't want to be the guy to sit here and also say, oh, well, AD just wants to ball. He's not really. No, he wants to win. He clearly felt.
Oh yeah, of course.
He felt the overwhelming.
You saw the passion in like Game 5, I think, or Game 4. One of the games, he was like in the huddle, and he was like, "We're not letting Cameron Payne beat us." We were like yelling, like.
Oh, that was Game 5 when he was yelling.
Game 5, yeah. Game 5,
he came off the bench. He was like, "Nah, y'all bugging out here." And the thing is that I guess he just needs. For me, he just needed to prove his the seriousness he has for the game in terms of also caring for himself, because
right, absolutely,
not everybody can pull the Kobe and just play with broken everything. Like it's just, that was just different. That was to me, that is an anomaly. I don't think that could be done again. That's very strange that it even happened.
Yeah,
because I remember I think his name is Dr. Vittinelli, I think, from the Lakers. Yeah, there was a point where I knew all the Lakers staff. It was crazy. But I remember he dislocated a finger or something, and Kobe went to the bench, and they just handled it right there. He got right back into it.
Yeah. That's how you handle dislocations. You just pop it right back in place, and you go.
I know, but not everybody, I guess, has that kind of endurance that Kobe had or whatever. And it just sucks that you see a team like the Lakers that have the money that they have the facilities that they have, and I feel like the players aren't really utilizing them solely because of what the performance has shown.
Right.
Because if everybody was shooting lights out every game,
I
would have nothing to say. It was just, they just got outworked by the Suns. But no, they got outplayed. They got out
hustled,
defended. They got out everything by the Suns.
Yeah. So. I mean, especially in the last game. I mean, it looked like they didn't even try till the second half. Like, and then they managed to cut it to almost like a 13 point.
No, the lowest deficit was 10
lead. Yeah, they cut it to a 10-point lead. And I'm like, damn, where was this energy? Schroeder was all over everybody. I was like, yo, where has this been? Where has this intensity been? Now you feel like your back is against the wall? How about at 0-0? Like, if you kept that intensity the entire time, you might actually have been able to win the game.
Bro,
like
4 points first half?
Yeah. Like, you can't win one half and be like, oh, we won. No, it's 48 minutes, not 24. Like, man, I don't know. It's tough. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, LeBron's already recruiting superstars. He wants Steph. He wants Kawhi.
But I don't know how
might be traded.
Dude, I don't know how these things are even going to get done. Maybe you can enlighten me when it comes to that stuff, because
what do you mean?
Lakers are at salary cap.
Salary cap? Oh, trades.
I know, but
you trade, you're fine.
Who do we have?
But you can trade picks. You can trade like a bunch of players, and if a player wants out, they're gonna the organization's gonna be forced to listen. And speaking of wanting out, you know who might want out now?
Schroeder.
Mr. Damian Lillard.
Whoa.
Schroeder wants out. Yes.
All right.
Because you guys aren't going to pay him $100 million. He's not worth $100 million. He's not even worth $84 million. But yes, they wanted. What do you call it? Or Damian Lillard.
The player option. He has the player option. That's what he has.
No. You can request a trade.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Dame signed a contract extension not too long ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And he also has stated that his mentality is different from the rest of the leagues in terms of teaming up with superstars. So
I get that, but I mean,
I don't fault him for changing his mind.
There was already a caption that everyone was like, "Oh man!" Like where he said, let me find it real quick. Okay, something like, how long do I keep working until I can see results, or something? Like basically saying like, I'm getting impatient. That's what it sounded like.
And that's the thing.
That's realistic.
It's realistic, not just that. And
Here it is. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meets preparation?
You sounded like the Mamba there, bro.
How long should I stay dedicated? He said that shit after he lost, so like he didn't say it, like it was like Instagram comment or something like that, or Instagram something.
So best case scenario for Dame is he applies pressure as he should to the front office to make some changes, or he
walks, or not walks, but he requests a trade and says, "Then I won't play for you until you trade me." And then that's it. They trade. They like, players have so much more power now than they did before. Like, dude, like Harden forced his way. Like, it can be ugly, but they can do it. Look at what Harden did in Houston to get to Brooklyn. Like, Damian Lillard has serious power. And honestly, the organization at this point should just be like, all right, like, we tried.
Yeah, he's given them more than enough time.
More than enough of his prime years to. And he's gotten first round exit after first round exit after maybe a second round exit after another first round exit. It's like it's enough exits. Like I don't think he's even played in a conference final.
No.
Like, so it's like at some point this has to start pissing him off. Like,
no, and I especially judging off of the prior game.
It's not because of him. It's because his teammates are letting him down. I mean, you saw in the game 5.
Oh,
they just let him down.
God.
What a game. First of all, Junior was out that game in Denver. He was at that game, guys.
Flex.
Insane. He's like,
he witnessed.
That's his first playoff game. And the first playoff game is like one of the
best shooting nights.
It's going to be an amazing playoff game that's going to go down in like history. Like, that's nuts. Like, Damian Lillard just went absolutely bonkers in the fourth, man, like, and overtime. And, like, he just got no help. Like, that's just how it was. It's just like CJ McCollum steps out of bounds. Covington blows 2 open dunks. Like, it's just bad. Like, Nurkic wasn't there. Nobody was helping.
It was, and I see the desperation sometimes in players, especially like guys like Dame and LeBron when it comes.
When they start hoisting from 3 all the time, like they know that this is their best shot.
Yeah,
that's how they're feeling right now.
Exactly.
I mean, he was making them, so good for him. But I mean, like,
how long can a player keep that
exactly.
up?
You saw him do it in overtime and in at the end of the fourth quarter, he was just going absolutely nuts.
And I love how he doesn't show that any kind of gas, or he doesn't show that he's
he's just
exhausted or anything. He's ready to play.
Staring around, I was like, damn.
Exactly. And it's Dame time. He's the overtime king.
Yeah.
He's the OT king, and he deserves better. He deserves a better team, Lakers. And I just hope that. I hope that something happens. Bro, you guys have Jason Tatum. You guys have a squad already.
Yeah, we have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, right. But, like, I feel like everybody else is going to be moving after, like, during this offseason.
Oh, especially with Danny Ainge. Yeah, Danny
Ainge stepping down. Brad Stevens going up. We're going to get a new coach. I feel like we're going to blow like a small portion of our roster up at least. I know Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are staying. I know they're untouchable. Everybody else, I don't know. Really don't.
Well, the Lakers roster is surely going to get a shakeup. I do not know what to expect. I don't know who's a free agent this offseason.
Kawhi is, I think.
Kawhi is again, yeah. So I highly doubt he's going to go to LA, though. Like I highly doubt
the Lakers. That'd be a terrible look for him.
That would be an awful look, but
I'll take him.
No, but for him to come back east will honestly give the Nets a run for their money.
Yeah.
If he goes to the Knicks, especially because him teaming up with Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, that young
Kawhi.
That young
Kawhi.
That would be a solid pick for the Knicks to. A solid move for the Knicks.
He just doesn't like fit the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't know. His
personality, he's just like so stoic, and like the Knicks are
Garfield, bro.
The Knicks are just so not that. They're like the opposite of that. It's like high energy, high intensity. Or like this Knicks squad. I mean, like it's just like they try to like.
They actually want to win.
I feel like he wouldn't. Yeah, they want to win now. And like I feel like Kawhi's just not. He doesn't go too far to either side. Like he doesn't show no effort, but he also at times doesn't show enough effort. Or he'll or you know what I mean? It's like he doesn't sway too far to the left or too far to the right.
But I think that also is he's a product of growing up in the pop system. The great pop system where it's just fam. We are here for fundamental basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not Miami, we're not Los Angeles, we're not New York. But any predictions, Mark, for the offseason?
I honestly don't know. I know that I feel like it's going to be one of the craziest ones though that we've had in a while.
Yeah, because Steph he's not a free agent, right? Or he's
no, I mean, well, they're going to offer him stupid amounts of money, Golden State, so because they have it, so they're going to.
Yeah,
I think he can opt out if he wanted to.
NBA 2021 free
or something.
Agents.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I did read somewhere that they're looking to give him an extension. He definitely won't be a free agent though this season, but.
All right, so we got Kawhi, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul staying.
DeMar DeRozan.
Especially have a good season.
Oh my gosh, Kyle Lowry's a free agent. Let's go to the Celtics.
Shut up.
Mike Conley. It's free agent.
He's not bad, actually. Mike Conley's not bad.
He's a great point guard.
He's a great backup point guard.
Dennis Schroeder. John Holmes, Snow. Wow, a lot of young guys. A lot of young guys. Yep, Evan Fournier.
Yep.
Brown. Tim Hardaway Jr. Lot of Victor Oladipo. That's not a bad pickup for LA if they want to get him. Derrick Rose, who had a great season with the Knicks.
He did. I did hear that you guys are gonna like look into getting him.
Really?
I did hear that. Yeah.
Serge Ibaka.
Too old.
Too old.
Yeah.
He's 31, bro.
Dude.
Oh, in NBA years, sure, but
he's old.
Oh, yeah, Andre Drummond.
Dude
is 27 playing like he's 40. All right.
He's so bad. He's so bad at defense. It's just
I don't
scary.
know what happened to him. He was a beast when he was on. Didn't he play for
Detroit?
Detroit, yeah. When
the problem is it's easy to get points and get rebounds and all that stuff when you're playing for a garbage team. You know what I mean? It's like when look at Kyle Kuzma his rookie year. Everyone was like, "Oh man, he's looks pretty good.
He outplayed Lonzo. Really good. Yeah, he outplayed Lonzo.
Oh my god, he's so good." And then now when the team is actually good, he doesn't know what to do because he's not like he needs the ball in his hands all the time. And even when he does now, it's not good. It's like he never like it's so people have to be wary about how people look when they're on garbage teams. Like there are sometimes obviously where it works out. I mean, look at Devin Booker, right? He was putting up numbers. He put up 70 on us, and but now he's not. But like I was always like, I love him, but I need to see him on a good team just to be sure that I'm right.
Because guys like Devin Booker can get cornered into just you're just like a seasoned player.
Yeah, right. Or you're just like, you get when your team's getting blown out, you get all your points then.
Exactly.
Or something like that when they're not trying as much, whatever.
But he has a pretty.
But now you have a good team. Yeah, he has a good team and he's fucking balling the fuck out. So it's like now okay, yes, he's for sure superstar. Like I knew he was good, obviously, but I just didn't know how good because I needed to see him on a better team.
Nah, this series cemented how I felt about Devin Booker for sure. Him playing with the sliders up and all that. But yeah, Montrezl Harrell as well, a free agent. Talon Horton Tucker, see ya, bro. No THT on the Lakers anymore, please. I'm good. Like the Lakers just need
THC. You don't like him?
He wasn't consistent enough.
Yeah,
he wasn't consistent enough.
I don't know if I'm ready to. I mean, he just got into the league. I'm not ready to jump off that bandwagon yet. He was pretty good at the beginning.
Like he had a couple, and I remember one of those games earlier in the season where he was the reason. One of his threes was the reason the go ahead threes that let us win. But again, it was just a result of the team not being able to mesh and gain some chemistry and confidence together throughout the season due to injury. So that's where we are with it.
Feel you.
So.
Oh, look at our basketball pod. Jeez.
Yo. But yeah, guys, comment below if you have any hot takes or any kind of just anything you want to say about the NBA season so far and how y'all feel about it, and if you want to see us talk more about it.
Yep.
And now switching gears onto some video game news.
God of War delayed to 2022.
Fine with it.
No, release it now, right now. I'm just kidding. I think we made our thoughts pretty clear on this already before, but I'll say it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're the video game company, who makes God of War again?
Santa Monica Studios.
Santa Monica Studios.
Yeah.
If you're Santa Monica and you see all these, like, I don't really know what the public perception was or reception to that news was. I didn't look at the comments because I just don't care.
Neither. Yeah.
But I'm just going to assume they were like, oh my God, not another Cyberpunk. It's like, okay, let's look at this in perspective, right? If they're saying the people who have all the access to all the information about their game are saying that it's not ready for you, do you still want it? Like, it's like pulling your waiter aside and saying, I just ordered this steak 5 minutes ago. Where is it? And they're like, oh, they're cooking it. Bring it out right now. And then they come out and it's like raw meat. And they're like, and they eat it anyway. And they're like, why am I getting sick? Why do I have salmonella? It's like, well, I don't know. You tell me, bozo. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like,
it is the unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like, and then you blame them, and I'm suing you guys. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So Santa Monica, stay strong. If you need another fucking year, take it. If I need to wait till 2023, I'm not going nowhere. I will be here. So, I mean, obviously, God willing, Odin willing. But like, come on, you know what I mean? It's like, how spoiled. Like, that was the whole problem with Cyberpunk. And who do they blame? Who do they all blame? The fucking companies, the developers. CD Projekt Red. Why did you release this?
Yeah, CD Projekt Red got some heat for that, man.
It's like, why did you release this? I don't get it. It's like, why was your drop so messed up? Why would I not be able to play on these consoles? Because we told you we weren't ready. It's like, and you guys go crazy. it's like, I get it. You guys want to play the game. We want you to play the game more than you do because we want money. Like, but what can we do if it's not ready? If you release it now, yeah, you'll get it, and some people will have it and have a good time, like I did. I was blessed enough to play it on my PC, and I had a great time doing it. And I can't wait for them to release DLC so I can play more. I still might go back on and play a few times, but like, it's fun. It's a fun ass game. I love it, and I was like thinking, oh man, imagine how good it could have been if they just
waited, if they just took their time.
Yes, if they just took their time and said, you know what, we're not ready. We're going to release it at the end of 2021. I would have been fine with that.
And imagine, imagine what they could have developed in terms of that, because
exactly DLC probably would have been halfway done, if not already done.
Bro,
and it is like, yo, here's this, and because you waited so long, we'll drop a DLC on your fucking head. So just to give you more shit to do.
The cherry on top.
Like, oh my god, it would have been perfect. But video game fans are so stupid sometimes. Like, oh my god, I could go on for hours and hours and hours.
For sure. Like, we can
Last of Us, that whole debacle, not debacle on their end, debacle on the fans' end, being, you know, sexist and, you know,
and you know, I've heard, now that you bring that up, well, before we get into that whole kind of topic, Santa Monica, I concur with Mark here. Take your time with it. You took,
especially with God of War, man. Such a goated franchise. Like, you have to.
It is something that, you know, to me, every game in the franchise, every mainline game. I'm not talking about the PSP games that came out, the prequels and stuff, but the mainline versions of the game, meaning God of War 1, 2, and 3, and not the soft reboot, but the continuation of Kratos' story and God of War for PS4. Bro, I am fine. I am fine with everything that's going on. Please just take your time with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure it's going to be worth it. Actually, the developer of the game, one of the developers working on the game, he mentioned, you know, that considering the hardware they're working with now with the PlayStation 5 and now seeing how well their game did with a new kind of perspective on the action, where it was a lot slower paced. Because you said you didn't play the other games, right?
No, I never did.
Right, so God of War 1, 2, and 3 had this very visceral Devil May Cry, like kind of like.
I saw gameplay of it. Yeah, I've seen gameplay. It's insane, and this and that's what always kind of turned me off about it, because I've never been a fan of Devil May Cry, never been whatever. So then once I saw a gameplay of this, of like the PS4 version, I was like, I could see myself getting into this. This is cool. And then when I got it, I got it on a whim. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just try it out.
Okay.
And I played. First of all, it was a fucking task just to get it downloaded because I had a whole Wi-Fi debacle. But anyway, it was a nightmare. I'm just having flashbacks about that. And once I finally got it downloaded, I started playing. NBA playoffs were on. I remember this. NBA playoffs were on because I think it released in May. Right?
It released April of 2018, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember I just got this new TV downstairs in my basement. So I was like, and that was around playoff time. So it was just before playoffs. And I do remember being like when I first started playing, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah. I just kept playing and playing and playing. Yeah, I was like, I stopped myself. I was like, oh my God, it's been 4 hours? What the fuck? And then I was like, I have to go to work now. Fuck. So I had to go to Pier 1 and go work and then come back. And then I continued playing it until the night. It was insane. I was hooked. So I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, and you know, they decided to change the pace with the game because they noticed that not only can they do a lot more story-wise, they can do a lot more with what Kratos has become as a character, like literally character development, solely based off of gameplay.
Yeah.
If you're showing me character development off of gameplay, I got no problems with anything, dude. Kratos was a madman from God of War 1 to 3. Just completely
and now you see,
killing everyone, and now seeing him as this more reserved, more of a pacifist when it comes to things.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to kill you, dude. Like, please,
Yeah,
I've
I
killed enough
don't
people.
exactly like and showing and trying to show Atreus, a better way, even though we find out, spoiler alert to anybody who doesn't know, he's Loki.
Yeah.
It is just mind-boggling how much farther they can take these games and
Oh
just
yeah.
take your time, guys. All right. And now, talking about sexism in video games, I saw a tweet that complained about Shorty from Horizon Zero Dawn,
Oh
saying
yeah.
that she looked too much like a guy for the new one coming out for PS5. Like they showed I think a screenshot from the cinematic trailer.
I was gonna look it up. I mean, I don't. It didn't matter regardless. But I mean, I'm just
And
looking
it
it up just to
was all
see
the
how
rave though. I seen posts
Horizon.
about it on Twitter, on Reddit, and
Yeah.
and these were literally neckbeard guys complaining about how
Like
she
the
looks. Because I remember seeing comments about, oh, this is another Abby situation again
Oh
from The Last
my
of Us 2.
God. First of all, Abby, it's just so stupid how people don't understand. It's a zombie apocalypse.
I'm
You
sorry
gonna be
that
sitting eating Cheetos all day? What? I'd be
it's not
working the
just
fuck
that.
out.
Exactly, it's not just that. It's just the
Even if there wasn't a zombie apocalypse,
so
why can't girls
what?
go work out? Like
I
I don't
don't get
understand
it.
this. Who the fuck?
And
Like,
even and I remember seeing a comment under that post about Horizon saying, "Oh, even Lara Croft, even the new Tomb Raider is kind of pretty." And I'm just like, yo, these dudes really be jacking off the games, bro. Like it's really that important
yeah,
to
that's what I
you.
was saying. Yeah, like it's like, why does that factor in? It's like, who gives a shit? I play
Because I
Ratchet
don't
and Clank.
see
You don't see me jerking off to Ratchet. You know what I mean?
or complaining about
Complaining
what
about.
Ratchet looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who the fuck cares? Just play the fucking game, you weirdos. Like,
It
oh my
is.
God. Every female character you have to be able to jerk it to? Like, please stop. Like, it's so annoying. It's
It's
like, it's just so dumb. It's like,
despicable,
so,
bro.
yeah, it's disgusting. And
It's
I feel bad for like the people like that, like who come into this into this like world, like kind of like, oh, like it's video games, it's fun, like da 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 da. And then they get
no.
like, I can't imagine, like, didn't Annie, the actress, the people who like, did the motion capture, didn't she get like fucking like death threats and shit like that? Some dumb
For
shit. Like,
the
I
wait
know
for
somebody involved in Last of Us 2 got death threats. I just can't
oh,
remember who.
I'm sure
I
either
remember there being a scandal about that. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
So
sure no, Neil Druckmann
who,
got plenty of heat, the director of the
yeah,
game.
and whoever like does that shit, ew. Like, ew. Even if I didn't like the game, you think I would take time out of my fucking day to just be like, hey, Neil Druckmann, I'm gonna kill you. You ruined my favorite game. No. You
Straight up.
fucking like
No, they're
birds.
incels. They're incels and
For
they're birds.
real.
And the problem with this is that you're kind of making a superficial case out of something that is not superficial at face value,
Yep.
because Last of Us is not about beauty. It is not about
Yes.
any of
It's
that.
like literal, like raw, like just realism. Like that's what it is, bro. Like, and oh my god, man, I want to play it now. Fuck. Like
Right? Yeah,
I
I
want
kind
to
of
play the
want to
game
play it
now.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man, because I'm just thinking about the ending and like the whole and how much I loved it. I was just like,
Go
damn.
check
Like,
out our pod about that, guys.
yeah,
Last
please.
of Us Part 2.
I was like,
We
oh my
did
god,
a
that was so
whole
long
like
ago.
video review about it last summer.
Was it last summer?
Yeah, that was last summer,
Oh
man.
my god.
But that's
No.
yeah,
Oh, it
it
was
was last
July.
summer
It was
because it came
July
out
because I
last
was in
June.
Florida and I
Yeah.
went to Florida in July. Yeah. Holy.
And I remember you would tell me, dude, did you beat it yet? Did you beat it yet?
Yeah,
Like,
I
yo.
kept harassing you. I was like, I want to talk to you about it. 'Cause, dude, like the lesson, bro, the lessons, like it taught you a basic lesson that I guess you've probably heard a lot. If you seek revenge, dig two graves. that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it did it so not on the nose. Like it only became on the nose until the end, and you're like, wait, like and like because your whole time you're fixated on fucking kill Annie, fucking kill her, she's the worst, she killed Joel, da 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 da, like, and then by the end, once you're done playing as Annie, or once you're reaching the end of playing with Annie, you kind of feel bad for her.
Abby, Mark.
Abby, sorry, not Annie. Abby, my bad, Annie.
Shout out to Annie.
Shout out to Annie. Abby. Once you reach the end of that, and you start feeling bad for Abby, man. Like, and you're like a little bit, you know what I mean? And you're like, damn, like. I mean,
because
like,
I've never had that experience, bro.
Yeah, she killed her father, or Joel killed her father
in cold blood for no reason.
Blood. Yeah, like it's like. Well, not for no reason, but like he did it, and he was wrong.
Yeah,
he was being selfish. Like he was like, "Oh, I love her too much. I can't let her go." Which, okay, yeah, you're acting like a father now. I get it. That's cool. But it's like at the same time, you just took somebody else's father away from them.
Exactly.
It's like everything has a consequence. So then she gets her revenge, and then
incredible.
So it's like it's the same shit. It's just going to keep repeating itself over and over and over and over again. It's like
it's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle, exactly.
That the game really represents, and especially in a post-apocalyptic world where everyone tries to find their Garden of Eden where they can settle down. And like we said in the pod, Ellie found her. She found her, I guess, her oasis where she can raise a child with her girl and just move on with life peacefully. But when she's presented that revenge right in front of her, she goes, "No, fuck that. Like I don't." She would rather literally lose everything and lose probably one of the most sentimental things that Joel taught her in playing guitar, and now she can't even play it properly. Like bro, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it because it's just.
She really sacrificed everything. She sacrificed everything, and when she came back home, she's like,
"Wow, I lost it all."
Yeah, I lost it all on this because I was hip. I was like, and it was only until she realized, and she was right in front of Abby.
Abby, are you okay?
Yeah, right in front of Abby, like, where she was like, "What am I doing?" Like, like Joel wouldn't want this, like.
And especially her traveling to California from Seattle, dude.
On foot. Well, she probably had didn't she have like a boat or something?
Yeah, I think she took a boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless, she traveled from Seattle all the way down there.
Let's take it to account. I know, guys, you probably tired of Last of Us Part 2 or whatever,
and us especially talking about it, but it's fine. We're gonna keep talking.
But this is the reason we talk about games like this is because these are the games that shift the paradigm in video game content, and that's what stands out for me. Like, to be honest, I am honestly looking forward to the show for that for sure. And did you know? Here's some tea, actually. Naughty Dog has said they have Last of Us Part 3. They have an outline of what they probably want to do with it, but they don't really want to start working on it until they feel that they are completely confident in what they have.
Right.
But Neil Druckmann is busy working on the HBO show anyway.
It's gonna be so good.
So we have that to look forward to, and Sony is rebooting it.
Right. Yeah, I think you told me that. Yeah, I think it's like a reimagining probably of it. Like, I feel like it's going to be like Ratchet and Clank, where this one on PS4, the one that released on PS4,
is like a soft reboot.
It's it's like a soft reboot. It's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna have the characters, whatever, but we're going to change a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
But I don't feel like that. I don't think The Last of Us warrants that. I wouldn't mind.
I don't think so either. I like it's like going back and doing that with like, because when Last of Us 1 came out, it came out on PS3, right?
Yeah, PlayStation 3 in 2013.
Okay.
And then the following year, it got a remaster for PlayStation 4.
I just feel like it's too, in a weird way, it's too recent.
Of course it is too recent.
Like Ratchet and Clank only got that because it's been out since PlayStation 2. And
it needed a new gen version.
It needed that because people who grew up with it,
exactly,
they're gonna play it, and then you could release it now as a remastered. So all the kids that don't want to go back to PS2 to play all these other games just to know what's going on, they'll be like, oh, you know what? We'll just do a little soft reboot, boop, boop, done. And that's smart. It's like, okay, we get it, and it's also a game that's not. Again, we were talking about yesterday. I don't think it's too far one way or too far another way. I think it's just kind of like for everyone, man. I feel like this game, like if you like video games and you like to just go and turn one on and just go around and mindlessly shoot stuff and do stuff and have fun and laugh a little bit, Ratchet and Clank is a great game for you. Like, and so that kind of, you can do that and nobody's gonna throw a fucking tantrum. Yeah. But The Last of Us is so niche and so I don't want to say niche like nobody's playing it, but like niche in the sense that of what it's trying to do and accomplish. Yeah. I just feel like we're getting into dangerous territory where it's going to be like every other zombie game or every other zombie movie. And I hope they don't go that route. I hope they find some source of originality. I mean, I'm rooting for it. I hope it's good, but it's hard for me to imagine another zombie game that's better than what they gave us with the PS3 version and with this version last year. So
I agree completely because part 1 came out in 2013. We waited 7 years for a sequel.
Yeah.
If I need to wait till 2027 for a part 3 of Last of Us on PS6, cool, or PS8, whatever they want to do with it, I am fine with waiting because the product is so much, because the payoff is worth it. Because the payoff is worth it. And Naughty Dog, even like, I guess for the cherry on top for the people who really want to go into really to have that kind of survival kind of mentality, they released the grounded mode for Last of Us Part 2 that you can get a trophy for if you even plan on trying that out. I'm good on that. I did a grounded playthrough for part 1, and that was extremely stressful, and I'm not trying to do that again. But
I can imagine. That's probably like, oh my god, fuck.
Yeah,
so nerve-wracking.
Grounded mode in part 1 was really tough, and then not in part 2. It's even tougher because the enemies are just that much more.
Because the enemies have evolved now, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a game, man! Classic game. But yeah, man. Is there anything from E3? Well, E3 is next Friday. We're gonna report on it. The following week.
Yeah, it was like Sunday it was like weird, like days. I thought.
Yeah, it's E3 is kind of like Comic-Con, where it's like 3 days in a row. I think. I think they're kicking it off on the 13th.
It's Saturday, June 12th to Tuesday, June 15th.
Okay. So yeah,
next Saturday to next Tuesday. That's what I thought was weird. I think it's usually like Thursday to Sunday or Thursday to Saturday.
I thought it was something like that too. But it is a multi-day event, and we will be touching upon that as the news comes out. You could check on our page for any kind of news that breaks regarding.
And we'll be talking about it, obviously.
And we are expecting Square Enix to have a showcase for whatever they have going on. That's what I wanted
to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, that, and also what games do you think, or do you think any games are going to have like a surprise, like, hey, we got some stuff for you. Like, here's a trailer, here's some gameplay, here's a demo, here's that.
I'm going to see, that's the thing. Some of the games that I'm thinking about probably are not going to show up there because they're from other developers.
I think Halo might.
Yeah, Halo's
going to have something. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be like, I don't think it's going to be a full-on trailer. I think it's going to be like more announcements of what to expect and say, hey, here's something that, you know, that we're working on right now. I'm not going to show you it.
They might show something.
They might show something. Yeah, they're going to show some stuff, but they're going to.
Yeah.
But I think behind that stuff, like that stuff's going to be cool. Okay, cool. We see a couple videos of whatever. But then after that, they're going to say, all right, Battle Royale, this, that, the other thing. They might do a Battle Royale, dude. If they do a Battle Royale, dude, it's over. Warzone's over.
All right. It's over in terms of what? Because that is not
over in terms of other Battle Royales, because Halo is such a huge platform, dude. People are going to flock to that game. And I mean, people on PlayStation are going to be asked out, but I mean, they'll keep playing Warzone probably, but for people who have Xbox and PC, they're going to be flocking to that shit, bro. No shot they're not. Like, so that's what I mean. It's like in terms of other Battle Royales, they better be fucking careful. And if Halo says, fuck it, we'll just make it like Warzone and make it a separate downloadable thing and make it PS4, see ya. Like or play as PS5. Yeah, cross like they gave it to PlayStation 2.
Microsoft isn't that generous with it, but you know,
they don't have to be generous. They'll just be like, hey, it's free. Come spend your money on microtransactions instead. That's exactly what every game's doing, dude. Yeah. Like, and I could see Microsoft doing that too, but I could also see them not doing that and just being petty and being like, hey, if you have PlayStation, just get an Xbox or get a PC.
Since you're more seasoned with Halo than I am retired since Halo 3. As 343 Studios, have they done a good job with the game after Bungie kind of like
handed it off? I think so. I mean, the only kind of miss for me, I mean, it wasn't a miss. I mean, they were all good. Honestly, I enjoyed them all, but they all kind of, in terms of longevity, it just wasn't there, right? So but that's for me, you know, like I'm not the hugest Halo fan. I didn't mind, like I'm not great at the game either, like so, you know, so like I have to play more and stuff like that. But I mean, in terms of like longevity, they've been lacking. But when the game drops for about a year, I'm playing it. You know, like.
Do you think
which is more than I could say for Call of Duty, which is more than I could say about almost any other shooter
Call of
with
Duty
multiplayers, except for it's 2 weeks and then you're done. Like it's 2 weeks and you're done. You grind it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I feel that Halo had there's two things that I took away from Halo, especially like playing that in high school and stuff, and the whole Xbox 360 craze and how that blew up and all that. And I remember the feeling that I've had because Halo was sort of the first co-op game that I genuinely played online. Like I'm talking about co-op, like campaign mode, legendary, multipliers on. Let's go.
Yeah, that was like that and Gears were my favorite things to do. Like
especially Gears 2.
Oh my god, dude! Me and my friend Nick, we would literally just be like, "Yo, let's just like, why don't you come over to my house for the weekend and we'll just play this all weekend." Like we would play campaign on the hardest difficulty on both games. Like, you know, one weekend we do Halo and eventually give up because it's insane. And then we go and we do Gears and we actually get through Gears. I remember Gears 3, we got through it. We started in the morning. I came over at like 9 in the morning. We set up and we locked the fuck in. We beat it almost in one day. It was insane. We were playing on the hardest difficulty.
Gears of War 3?
Yeah, Gears 3, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I think I might have played 5 minutes of Gears of War 3 and I just forgot. I don't remember much of it. Like
blasphemous. And so don't ever say that to me again. But we beat,
wait, hold on. I respect the franchise, bro. It's great.
I mean, whatever you said. So we got to the last boss and we just couldn't. We just burnt out, bro. Like we just couldn't do it. We tried, I think for 2 hours we were up doing this, trying to beat it. And we were just like, yo, let's just go to sleep. We'll come back to it in the morning. Fuck it. We go to sleep. We wake up. We do it on our second try. And we're just like, we just needed sleep. We were exhausted. But like, and then once we finally did it, we were like, yes, we did it in under 24 hours.
But you know those feelings of accomplishment? it's so
Oh my
different now
God.
to me. It's so different now to me because I've kind of had that feel like that's what I was touching on when I was talking about Halo earlier.
Right.
Like riding off of that base at the end of part 3 in the Warthog with my friends, just like, oh shit, we're doing it. It's done. And I remember that memory. And then I didn't you didn't get any kind of special weapon at the end. You didn't unlock anything
Right.
crazy.
But it was just that sense of accomplishment for
It was
yourself.
just the
You get the achievement or you
experience.
get the trophy
Yeah,
or whatever.
you
Yeah.
get the achievement,
And you're like,
but
yes.
more importantly, you get to
It's that
go the next
feeling.
day
Yeah.
to school and go,
And be like,
yo,
yo.
dude.
Yeah, you don't have that anymore, actually. You're right. I beat games in like a day now, and I'm just like, it was good. Like,
Yeah. Or you have games like The Last of Us that come every 7 years.
or it's God of War,
Yeah.
and it's like where at the end of the game you're like,
Holy shit.
either they
Yeah.
drop a huge bomb like God of War did, or or it was just like an insane story with Last of Us, or shit like that. But it's like in terms of that, you don't really have that a lot
Exactly.
or
You don't.
anywhere.
And
Like,
and not that I don't feel any kind of, because I felt, playing The Last of Us was like therapy. You have this incredible story that they told there with great gameplay. And then when you beat it, you kind of beat it. I don't really see myself.
replayability.
Yeah, the replayability. I did it. I did the new game plus.
Well,
I
yeah,
did
I know, but
that.
after that,
After that, it's just kind of like, dude, like, how much
can't.
more trauma am I
Yeah.
gonna go through again?
Exactly.
So,
How much more
and then
time can I
and then
watch the person die?
same deal with God of War. I felt that with God of War. I did the
Yeah.
new game. I did the new game. I did the new game plus, and then it's just like, dude, I don't
Nothing
want to
else.
see the word Valkyrie ever again in my life. I'm good. But
It does have that old school
exactly
kind of feel. I
like
can
the
see
thing
that now.
that came
Yeah.
sort of close to that, I don't even want to give it that much credit, because Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 version, it was good. The story was cool. I didn't get that kind of invested in it, but I did like how they were going the route of a soft reboot, taking all the characters we're kind of familiar with and introducing them in a really cool way.
Yeah.
But there was just something about it that kind of just like,
No,
felt kind of.
it didn't feel. I think you're giving it way too much credit. Like,
Yeah, I
it
think
was not on terms of like
yeah.
those
It
two
looks great
games.
though. Looks great,
Oh
but
yeah, far is cool.
yeah.
But
But if you want to talk about playing a video game that legit feels like a movie, Uncharted. Really? You don't like Uncharted?
I played the first one. I found it. I played.
First one is the weakest one.
I played a little bit of the second one, and I just kind of stopped because I wasn't invested.
Nah, bro. Part 2 is like the
Part
Dark
2
Knight.
didn't it didn't draw me in whatsoever. It just all started getting a little too easy, and I was just like,
no, that's a really tough game. They have a pretty tough difficulty on that.
yeah. I was just playing on normal, so I was like, whatever, because I never played it, so I was trying to experience it.
Nah, but Uncharted is made by Naughty Dog. They're made by the same people that made
Naughty Dog is lit. I love Naughty Dog.
They're great.
With the exception of Uncharted, everything I've played by them has been amazing. Like,
yeah.
I played Jack and Daxter, Crash. Dude, I want another Jack. I want another Jack game, bro. That game was those games were so good, bro. Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Don't tell me you didn't play those games.
I might have played. I think I might have played a little bit of part 1, and I think I played the demo for part 2.
One is their weakest one, which is funny, actually. I wonder if that's a theme with Naughty Dog. Technically, 1 is their weakest one with Last of Us 2, because Last of Us 2 is better than Last of Us 1, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand.
I like them both, obviously, but
yeah, but I don't know. That's an interesting point to make. Yeah, because I do like Crash Bandicoot 2 better than Crash Bandicoot 1.
It's so strange. Like, but dude, Jack 2 that's what got me into. I first played Jack 2. I didn't play Jack 1. I played Jack 2 and I was like, this is fucking amazing. I loved it.
Oh, you're weird. How you play the sequel without
No, because dude, it wasn't like you needed to know the story really. Like,
yeah.
weird. Like, I don't think so. You need to know what like eco was. I guess yeah, you would need to know that. But I mean, like you could just it's not that hard of a concept to grasp. You know what I mean? It's like
Well,
the tone shift though. That's what really drew me in because when after I played Jack 2, I was like, oh, I wonder what Jack 1's about. So I played Jack 1 and I was like, this is a totally different vibe. And I wasn't really fucking with it. Like, and I was like, I don't even think I finished it. Like, I was just like bored. I was like, this is not what no. Like Jack
do
2 and
you
3 were so much better because the tone shift, dude, it was so much like it Jack 2 became so much not so much, but it became darker. And
really?
like, yeah. Like Jack 1 was so much more lighthearted than Jack 2
That's
and 3,
interesting.
which is so strange. So I was
That's
like,
very
wow, they really
interesting.
went for a like now thinking about it now, they really kind of went left. Like, and after the first one, and I wonder why. But I mean, I liked it. I loved 2 and 3. They were great.
Well, maybe they have because to me, I think that Naughty Dog when they I don't think they work on multiple games at once. I think that when they settle, when they look
Right.
into something, they're gonna direct all their energy towards that, which is why you get what you get with them. You get Last of Us, you get
Yep.
freaking Uncharted, dude. But Uncharted 4, in terms of spectacle, in terms of gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
incredible. The story
Eh.
kind of fell a bit. It kind of felt in the kind of mad territory, but it was still. It still felt something complete because this was the end. Like that was
Right.
like the like Nathan Drake is retiring after that, and then they
Yeah.
had the spin off. Then they had the spin off with the two women from parts 2, 3, and 4. I haven't played it yet. I hear it's great, but shout out to Naughty Dog. Is there anything else from E3? Oh, Square Enix, aren't they doing
Yeah. The
also a
Square Enix
Guardians
thing. Yeah.
game?
Um. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
That's
I don't
interesting.
know.
I don't know
They
how to
have to
feel about
prove to
that.
me that they can do a good job with something. Like, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
like,
because the like you know what we didn't really talk about. Did we talk about the Avengers game like that? When I don't remember us really touching on up on it like that
I don't think
because
so. I mean, okay, here's my review. Uh, Good. Like, it was not as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
okay.
I think it became just this popular thing to hate on once everyone saw, oh my God, that's Captain America's suit. Oh my God, it's garbage. It's going to be a garbage game. This, that. And this became a popular thing for people to say, oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Do I think that it's great? No.
No.
That they could have done so many things, but like I was like I played through the game. It was cool. We played a lot, right? We played co-op. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it was like at the end, you just find yourself doing the same thing over and
Mm-hmm.
over and over again, just to like grind and get XP, which is cool. But like once they released the DLC, I told you this. I was like, why didn't they start with this?
You know why,
Or
Mark?
like
Because Square Enix was not ready to release that game yet. They
really?
themselves, they themselves, kind of wanted to finish out 2020 with some sort of profit because
Oh, right,
the
because of
game had been
COVID.
delayed. Because the
Right.
game had also been delayed, and they, I guess, they
Like,
felt the anticipation
yeah, they did.
and they kind of wanted to match that, and they fell flat on their ass about it. To me personally,
They
because
did. They did. You're absolutely right. I
bruh,
mean,
you're the one telling me about these things about the game, and I have that shit right at my desk, and I haven't touched it in months.
right. Exactly. Like,
So,
dude, and like the DLC, right? I was like, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I'm
mhm.
just going to say it made sense for them to just use this as like this could have expand like obviously yes it's a DLC, it's supposed to expand the story, so they wanted to wait whatever da da da, but I feel like they spent too much time on the main story. Like that could have been so much quicker. Like I was like going around and getting everybody. Okay, cool.
It
We
was
got
kind
them.
of quick though.
Like it was quick, but it was like. Oh no, you're right. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, the main story was quick,
Yeah.
but they could have used this first DLC as like to leave off as the cliffhanger as the regular story.
Exactly.
They use that and just make DLC 2 your DLC one and just shift it down, because that was like the ending of that. I was like, oh shit. Like, and I wanted more. I was like, I felt myself, and I'm like, this is a weird feeling that I've never had at the end of the first DLC. You know what I mean? It was just, I guess, cool. But I mean, it's like, you want that after you finish the main story, you want that feeling, not after you finish DLC.
Exactly.
Like, so that was the problem. Like, it felt like like they're done. This is it. Like it just felt like, okay, cool. And then once they finished DLC, I was like, damn, I want more. Like in terms of story wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm just, obviously a nerd and I wanted to learn, they were doing shit and I was, oh, this is cool. Like, I love this. And then it was like, yes, I'm finally kind of excited about this game. And then they released the Wakanda joint, like,
yeah, you
DLC,
but that's like something you told me about. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't release it yet, obviously.
They released the schedule, right? Like, sort of like what to expect.
So, yeah, I gotta look it up. But they released something about it. They released that picture saying, "Hey, Black Panther DLC is coming." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like, and it's just like they're taking way too long now. Like, it's like this is like how long in the I don't know.
The game came out September of last year.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, if you're not ready, just wait. It's so much better because you're gonna make that money back. You just have to have faith in yourself and your team and your company.
And that's the unfortunate part about that, because you have Square Enix, who is famous for Final Fantasy, etc., and Kingdom Hearts and all that, which are franchise games, which are huge games with huge fan bases and stuff.
Phenomenal, yeah.
But here's the thing that's crazy. I'm not Kingdom Hearts savvy or anything, but they took forever to make part 3.
Yeah, and it was great. It was like, Kingdom Hearts 3 was like, most of it had already leaked and they talked about it a lot. Yeah. So I knew to a certain extent what to expect. But it was just so great because it was so polished and you didn't have the fucking bugs that Avengers had. You didn't have the just drop issues, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, everything was great about that drop. Everything was great about the game for me. Like, it was smooth, it was cool, I liked it. It was a great refresh of what I liked from the previous two, and then it expanded, which is what I wanted.
Which just is what you're supposed to do with the sequel or with the game.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what they did, and they made it good,
and that's what baffled me about Avengers, because I'm like, wait, this is Square Enix, like the people that everybody's raving about Kingdom Hearts and stuff. Like, I am not impressed with what we got, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I loved playing as Iron Man. I loved how every character felt different in terms of play style.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part is that there was not much variety in me in what I can blow up or punch. I'm sorry.
Right, in terms of environment, like in terms of cool things.
It was also bland.
It was like you can't even dent a wall. I could shoot a fucking rocket at a wall, and it's just sitting there.
And mind you, these are the Avengers who destroy everything.
Exactly. You should have leaned into that, where it's like, yo, you're gonna. Obviously, okay, yeah, I get it. You don't want them to just knock fucking buildings over in the city. I get that. That's cool.
But at least things that seem...
Let me rip a fucking lamppost out of a wall or rip some asphalt off the ground and do some shit. You know what I mean?
Do you play Battlefield?
Yeah.
So remember that, how that was groundbreaking. How they're like, yo, you can blow houses up,
everything up, yeah.
Everything is.
But you can't blow. But in terms of when you're in Newark, you can't fucking blow up buildings and buildings and buildings. Because people would do that and they'd break the fucking game. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's so to a certain extent, I understand why they didn't do that. Mm-hmm. But it was still felt like there you could have done a little more. You could have done something in that area,
For
like
sure,
in terms of effects and me seeing the environment and being able to use the environment as a weapon. That would have been cool. You know, like that's what I like that stuff about video games. I love that about Spider-Man. You know, you could take like
oh man,
take things and throw them at
take a
everybody.
manhole covers, take a
Yeah, like you could do a
mailboxes,
whole
all that
bunch of shit. Yeah, like whole bunch of
car
shit. Use your
doors.
environment to your advantage, and like that's what they were missing in this too. And you know, it just felt unfinished. Like
Yeah.
at the end, you know, it just feels unfinished. It still is unfinished, and they just it's kind of dead now, you know, like, and it's just bad. Like,
Do you think that that's something that's probably making games today, that's hindering games today, their lack of longevity,
lack of longevity.
their lack of because remember
Yeah,
you
I mean,
have
companies are making.
whoa, you glitched a bit.
Huh?
What is
Oh,
that?
sorry.
This one.
I said, it's just companies are like, you know what? Like, we'll drop this. Everyone's gonna get excited. They'll buy it, and boom, quick cash grab, in and out. Da 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 da.
Microtransactions.
Microtransaction. We'll just do that just to keep them going. That's exactly what Avengers is doing. Like, it's like you could tell they just didn't like. At some point, they kind of just said, "Fuck it. We'll just use this as a cash grab game and whatever."
Because that's what it feels. That's what it felt like to me. It felt like a gimmicky kind of novelty game where it's just, hey, if you want cool,
there was
stuff,
nothing. There was no
gotta buy it.
substance.
Exactly.
Really there.
I didn't really.
It was just a game. Okay,
and it had a stacked
I played
cast. It had a pretty
did.
nice cast with the voice actors there and
Yeah.
stuff. It was just, I was just like, okay. Like,
Yeah, but like they didn't delve into anything. It's just like you just felt like you were just like, okay.
yeah.
Like you, and then the fact that you couldn't even play with your friends on story missions, you're just like, oh, dude, I can't play with my friends on story missions.
That is something that really
that's weird. I've never seen that before. I was like, why would you do that? Like,
and that's something.
It's like, but thematically, it's not going to make sense if one hero is there. Who gives a shit? Like, people want to play with their friends.
Exactly.
They're really going to give a shit. Oh man, we're going to get Iron Man, but my friend's Iron Man. How is that going to work? Who the fuck cares? And even if that is a case, okay, yes, make Iron Man unplayable for that one mission.
Oh no, you have 5 other Avengers.
No. Who the fuck cares? Once you get past that Kamala shit in the beginning when she's a kid, it should be completely co-op, like accessible.
Pretty much, because you start off with Bruce
at each time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just like, it's such a strange choice. I just don't get it.
Very lackluster in terms of execution there. And Square Enix, you better be bringing it in E3. We're expecting.
Like this Avengers thing, this Avengers event that they had planned, they better say, well, it sucks. I don't want to say sorry. I don't want them to say sorry because eventually it was just them feeling backlash from releasing the game and also. So don't even comment about that shit. Just be like, you know what? Going forward, we understand that it was been a disappointment.
Yeah.
But going forward, it's going to be a lot better. This is what we have planned. I want exact fucking dates, and I want not even dates. I'm sorry. I want exact details about what details. Is concrete details, not like. And many more. No, I don't want to see and much more. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see all the more right now. Like, show me literally everything that's on your fucking board so that I can be like, okay, whether because you have to do that now to win people's opinion or attention back. Be like, hey, look, I know we did this thing, we fucked up, but here's all the shit we're trying to do now.
Because
please give us another chance. We'll give you all this shit. Here's some free shit. Like, get people to invest in your game.
Didn't they have a terrible player retention rate? Where
terrible, absolutely terrible.
The first week, everybody was on it, and the following week,
boom, done. Once they finished it, they're like, I don't care anymore.
We would play together, and we would be in a lobby for God knows how long, waiting for.
So I was like, just ready up. We're not going to find anybody. Let's just go. Like, it's just like a joke, man. It's just like, and this is why you have to be so careful when you're listening to fans and you want to give them what they want. I get it, but you have to be so careful.
Yeah, because
be like,
the consequences.
Is this actually ready?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. It's embarrassing. It must be embarrassing to be like, oh yeah, we released this
I
game.
feel
There's so much
bad for the
hype, and they
developers
fell
though.
flat on their fucking face. It's
I feel bad for the
sad.
developers when it comes to stuff where they have to crunch unnecessarily for something that doesn't need
Right.
crunching.
Absolutely.
If this Avengers game, if they have the time and budget to continue to fund the project and to continue to develop it,
Yep.
keep going for it. Especially with dude, you have a licensed Avengers game. Please handle it with care.
Exactly.
And to touch on that now, to talk about Rocksteady with what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in seeing more from. They're doing Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad. I'm getting that mixed up. I don't know
who's doing what now?
Rocksteady.
Oh, Rocksteady.
Are they doing Gotham Knights?
Are they doing Gotham Knights?
No, they're doing Suicide Squad.
Knights. Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights is being done by Warner Bros. Games, WB Games.
All right.
Montreal.
So I kind of know what to expect on that end. It's gonna see that Gotham Knights game is gonna be another kind of very cool idea. I just hope that is not bogged down by microtransactions and hey.
I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I when I first saw the trailer, everybody was like, "Oh my god!" But I was like, kind of the only one who wasn't sold on it.
I wasn't sold on it.
I didn't say anything. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I just kept to myself. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. So I won't say anything. Yeah. So I just don't know. I have to see more about it.
That looks
interesting. That looks interesting. Superman's. They have to stop Superman, right? That's the whole thing.
No, they have to kill the Justice League.
That was just Superman that gone crazy. It was Suicide Squad versus Justice League.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
I believe that the synopsis of the game is that you have to
kill the Justice League. You're right. That's the whole name. Kill the Justice League. I mean, yeah, that's super interesting. I'm very interested to see what the fuck's that about.
Because again, you know what everybody's gonna ask. Co-op am I gonna be able to be King Shark and while Mark is gonna be his favorite Captain Boomerang? And are we gonna do that?
Deadshot. I'd be Deadshot, bro. Fuck out of here.
But that will be an interesting game. I hope E3 gives us lots of details because we're gonna be riding off the high of content coming up crazy because we got E3 coming up.
Yeah.
We got Loki coming up.
Yep.
We got Black Widow next month. Wow. We got lots to do, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Loki's next week.
Yeah, Loki's next week.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Actually, episode 2, guys, we're going to have Binge Town podcast come on and review it with us, obviously through Zoom. But, yeah, so it's going to be, we're just trying to collab with more people and shit. So look forward to that. Go check out their Instagram. It's Binge Town podcast. Yeah.
And yeah, guys, we will be back next Friday. Well, Loki premieres on Wednesday, so we're gonna be on Zoom next Wednesday.
Yeah, but they won't see us Wednesday.
Yeah, they won't see us
whenever the episode drops.
And yeah, we're gonna keep providing the best content for you guys. Please continue to comment on our videos and let us know what you think about what we spoke about.
Thumbs up, give us a like. It really helps out with how, like, if it's recommended on other people's pages.
Yeah, for sure. We're trying to pop up on the
timeline. Drop a like. Go ahead.
And the whole squad will probably be here next week, except for Eunice, of course.
No, he'll be here. Oh no, he won't.
Yeah, no, Eunice will be back from LA.
He's a game time decision. I remember him saying that.
He's the AD of the pod.
Yeah, guys, I know we've been all over the place in terms of attendance recently. It's all just terrible timing. We have to plan out our vacations a little better. But so Brian went to Miami the same week that Junior went to Denver and Eunice went to LA. So they're all.
I got surgery.
Brian, yeah, you got surgery. Brian got back from Miami, but unfortunately, we, didn't.
Well, fortunately, he got right back to work because
exactly. So now he's working at MSG again. And now I'm going to Boston. Well, I'll be here actually though, so I'm not even going to miss anything. But I'll be going to Boston next Friday.
Yeah, but you said but for sure we will all be together. The majority of us
on the second week for sure.
Second week of June, yeah.
No, the second week of or the second episode of Loki.
For Loki, yeah. And
for sure then, but the first one we game time decisions, but we'll see.
But yeah, guys, thanks for listening and yeah.
Later.